Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday, and today on our Wednesday is our baking day. And so I got up this morning, I worked on my laptop and got some work done. I'm trying to finish up the school curriculum books for the summer. I just finished 4th grade, so I'm uploading that right now to Amazon to create space. So I'm getting that done. And I decided we have a church event tonight at another church, so I decided to curl my hair. I always think of mamas that think, oh, she has time to do her hair. But back in the day when I had little ones, I would go to church and I would pull my hair in a ponytail every single time because there was absolutely no time to do hair. And I would look at other women and I thought, oh, they have such great hair. They can always do their hair. So I thought, or I vowed that when I have the time, I'm going to curl my hair every chance I get. So I only curl it on Wednesdays and Sundays, usually. Sometimes in between if we have something special, but not usually. So this is my curlers, and I would do it later in the day, but we're going to be busy today, so I just figured I'd put them in curlers. Real simple. I put a curler right here. I put one right here. I put one in the back, in the middle, and then I curl these on the side and all around the sides. So simple. And I'll leave them in until they cool off and then take them out. It'll be curly. I'll probably pull in a ponytail still just because I'm going to be baking today, but at least it'll have wavy hair instead of straight hair. So it's early. I'm going to get this done, and then I just I'm going to feed the kids breakfast. And so today is going to be a day of pulling out freezer meals that I already had frozen and we used. So yesterday I pulled out French toast. So we're going to have that this morning for breakfast with some yogurt. And then for lunch, we're going to have those yummy burrito things that we made. If you saw in our lunches video, that was really good. So we're going to pull those out today. And then I think we're going to do haystacks for dinner because people always ask, what's a haystack? So I think we're going to do haystacks. That'll be a very easy dinner for tonight. I'm also going to do some baking today. So you can watch as we do some baking in our home. So you guys can keep watching and see how our day goes. I just heated up the kids' breakfast. I pulled out a frozen, it wasn't frozen, I put it in the refrigerator last night, our French toast, and all I did was pull it out, stick it on a plate, and put it in the microwave. So this is good, and I also pulled out some strawberry sauce and some yogurt, and then some had smoothies, or yogurt with strawberry sauce with the French toast. Pulled out lunch. I use these pans, so I'm going to spray them with some cooking spray here. If I use my double layer pans, I wouldn't do that, but these tend to stick. So I just pulled up the pizza ones here, and these are the ham and cheese. So I'm gonna just put them on a cookie sheet. I did a lot because we will have these for today, and then we'll also heat them for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna put them in the oven at 350. I'm heating my oven up right now and put them in here for lunch. Okay, so I took the curlers out and put my hair in a ponytail, and so now I've got a little straight hair that wants to stay down, but at least it's got a little curl to it. So we just finished school, got all of our school. Well, no, we didn't finish school. I'm sorry. No, I did not finish school. I still have school to do. We're a little bit behind today. So we are going to take a break and have lunch now. We've got the things we're cooking in the oven, and they are finished. And here they are. So these are what they look like. Delicious. So this is the pizza one. It's got cheese and sauce in it, and this is ham. I don't know if you can see in there, little ham and cheese, just ham and nacho cheese. So I'm going to cut these in half so that they can choose whichever ones they want. I'm going to pull out some hummus and carrots and probably peel some oranges for lunch. Now we're going to read. I'm going to pull out our books here. And we are reading School Days with the Millers. This is a good book. And then we're reading The Mouse and the Motorcycle. The kids really like this. We've got the videos of this. And so we are reading those, and we're listening to Jonathan Park. Stephen wants to say hello. Stephen's saying hello. Goofy. We're going to read, listen to Jonathan Park. We're in volume 8. So we just downloaded the app, and that's what we're using. So that's what we're going to do this afternoon. Okay, so we just finished lunch up, and I put the dishes got washed, we just put those away, and I realized it's 1 o'clock already on my baking day, and guess what I didn't do today? I didn't do any kind of baking. It was one of those days, or it's not one of those days. It's just been a busy day. I've had a lot of other things that have caught me off guard and had to focus my attention on them, so I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do today, but I looked at the clock, I'm like, it's 1 o'clock. I'm like, kids are off doing some school. I'm like, I have some time, so what is it I can do that can do something instead of nothing? So I decided to mix up a big batch of energy bites for our family, and so that is what I'm going to do, and I'll show you how we do that. I like to do bread on this day. I like to do a couple different treats for the week, but it's just been a busy day. And so sometimes when you have those days, you just have to say, okay, what's the most important? What do I have to do? So yes, I could just go sit and go climb into bed, which I probably really feel like doing right now, but I know that I just got to keep pushing and keep going, and it'll be fine. So I'm going to mix up some energy bites. We used to make these all the time when we lived back in Michigan because we had a Mennonite bulk food store that I was able to go to and purchase my supplies. We had these every single month, all the time. But I haven't had them because I haven't been able to get the ingredients very cheap down here. But now that I ordered from my Mennonite store from Michigan, thank you, they delivered down and dropped off, and now I have my stuff. So today I'm mixing that up. Now, my original recipe is on my blog over at plainandnotsoplain.com under Energy Bites. And in that, I put, we always did oatmeal, chocolate chips, coconut, and flax seeds. Now, I didn't have flax seeds, so what do you do when you don't have what you're supposed to have? You just improvise, and so that's what I did. But I had ground flax seeds from Aldi's, and so I just used that. So I mixed up my dry ingredients, and what I did, in a big giant bowl, I have oatmeal in here, there is mini chocolate chips, I put my coconut macaroon powder in here, and I put some milled flax seed, I had some chia seeds I put in here, and I also put some coconut flour in there too that I had extra. So this is what ours is gonna look like, and then you're gonna make a wet mixture, just like granola. Make sure it's nice and wet so it'll stay real firm. So what you do is you mix peanut butter and honey. It's equal peanut butter and it's equal honey. So I'm gonna end up using a whole container of this 40-ounce peanut butter, and probably some more because I actually added a lot of oatmeal to this. So I'm going to mix that up, the peanut butter and the honey first, mix it real good, and then I'm going to put it in here, and it's going to get nice and thick, and then I'm going to make it into little balls, and then we're going to freeze them and put them in containers, and this will be Energy Bites. So this is delicious. My kids love them. We can grab a couple for a snack, and you know, it's good, healthy, and it just kind of fills them up there, and so it kind of gets that little, when they're a little bit hungry but they're not really starving, I can just grab a couple for them, and it's sweet and it's good for you. So this is Energy Bites that we make. I mixed up my peanut butter and honey. This is what it looks like. It's real thick. You just want to mix it real good, and then I'm going to add this to this bowl. Okay, so you can see I got my mixture all made up. Now, if you follow my recipe exactly on my blog, you won't have to go back and add more like I did, but I had added a lot more stuff and not the usual things, and so I needed to make more of a liquid. So the next time around, I made my peanut butter and honey mixture a little bit more liquidy, not so much thick peanut butter, so if that makes sense. And then I added it, and so you can see it's crumbly. You want to make it so that it can form little balls, like little golf-sized balls. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm probably going to make, like, I don't even know if it makes 200 balls, something like that, and then I'm going to freeze them solid. Ended up with about 250 energy balls. So I think it was like 1 o'clock. I think I looked at the clock. So it's like 1:40 right now. And usually my kids always make the balls for these things, and I realize why they do, because I don't like doing that whole like tedious type work like cookies. I would much rather make bar cookies than making regular cookies, things like that. I mean, I'll do it, I just don't enjoy it as much. And so making these balls, I was like, oh my goodness. So my son pointed out, he's like, Mom, he goes, it's small, and he pointed to the pan. He says, it's small, medium, and it's large. And so I kind of laughed, because as I got doing more and more, I was making them bigger and bigger. So that's okay, but these will be great. So I'm gonna take these now, and I'm gonna go put them in the freezer and freeze them solid, and then I'll probably put them in some kind of container and just store them in the freezer. Preferably not a see-through container. Like I'll probably use like my Christmas cookie containers and then hide them, because otherwise the kids will see them and, oh, it's a snack, and they'll just keep eating them. So gotta do that in this family. So that was good. So I got this finished, and then I wanted to say we had the those lunch burrito things, and they were so good. I had a piece of the ham and cheese one, and it tasted like a Hot Pocket. So I thought, like the ham and cheese Hot Pockets, we used to get those. That was really good. And the pizza one tasted like a pizza roll. And so I got if you make them a little bit crispier, then it tastes like a pizza roll. So those were actually very delicious. So we've had the burrito ones, the taco ones, the pizza, the ham ones. I have not had the what are they called, the steak ones, like I put A1 steak sauce in them, but I'm sure they're delicious. So those will be the next ones we make too. So those are very good. So now, since I didn't do anything else baking wise, that's okay, because this is a lot of energy bites that'll last us for this month and then probably next month as well. So now what I'm gonna do is make dinner. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna do haystacks. Super simple, easy, and it'll feed a lot of people. So we're gonna do rice. I'm gonna cook some rice on the stove, and I'm gonna heat up some taco meat that I pulled out of the freezer, and then heat up some of my refried beans, and then use a container of nacho cheese. And so that's how you base it. And then on top of it, we'll chop up some lettuce and some salsa and some sour cream. So super easy. It'll make a whole lot and everybody will enjoy it. Now I'm finished. It's 2 o'clock and I'm done in the kitchen. So today is just not a very, I did something in the kitchen baking day, but not where I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. That's okay. Sometimes I do that. I figure I did something instead of nothing. So I made all those energy bites. There's 250 of those. You saw how we made those delicious. And then I've got haystacks cooking now. So everything basically can be heated up in the microwave. If I would have done this early in the morning, I might have put them in a baking dish and then put them in the oven and heated them slow that way, but today's just a day that I'm just not being super prepared, which is okay because we can do that. So I'm just making the rice here. So I've got the rice cooking, and then I actually got a jasmine rice I'm trying, so that's in there. I opened up a thing of cheese, and then this is the taco meat, and I actually had a little bit of sloppy joes left over from last night, so that is all heated right there. And in the microwave right now is the refried beans. And actually my husband, he wanted some hot dogs, so I got some hot dogs out for him. Cleaned up my kitchen mess over here. Everything's washed and cleaned and everything's ready to go. I got another package. I ordered some hammock swings for the front of our house, and we love those. And so we have 4 of them, so I got 2 more, so now all the younger 6 have a swing. So that's good. So now I'll wait till the weekend. My husband can put those up for us. That's nice. We have like a deck, like an overhang porch, and then we bought these hammock swings. I'll get a video of them out there one of these days, and they just love swing. They're so comfy and they're so nice, and we love them. We don't have a swing set or anything here because we live on the side of a mountain, so there's no place for one, but the swings are really nice and very comfy. I love sitting on them. They sit in the sun. When the sun goes down about 4 o'clock, you can sit and the sun just hits you. It's so nice and relaxing. So I got 2 more of those because we had a hammock, but our dog, when she was a puppy, chewed a big hole in it. So I'm like, we're gonna be replacing that. So we got the swing. So I'm excited for those. So dinner's done. This is just gonna be an easy day. I mean, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do a little bit of computer work because I am working extra on my books, trying to get those finished and uploaded right now. So I think I'm going to actually go check school. That's what I have to do first. And then that'll be it. Dinner will finish cooking here and just heat up, and we will eat dinner. I'll show a video when how we put it all together and eat it, but this is a good way to stretch a big meal. So, okay, so I'm gonna go off to do some computer work, and then the next clip you see will be us putting our dinner together. So some days, baking days are a little slower than others, but at least I got something done. So that's a nice thing. Everything's in the freezer. I'll show you the videos too. What I do is I just stick it in the freezer here and then just freezing it like that. So those are in there. And the other 2, I had the girls take those downstairs, so they'll freeze solid and we'll put them in containers. So, okay, I'm off. Okay, so now we are gonna put our haystacks all together. I've just kept them warm. I heated up the cheese, and now we're gonna eat. So this is what we do for a plate. We take some rice. This is the jasmine rice. This is really good rice. I haven't had this. It's real good, hearty whole grain rice. We put some rice on your plate. Usually I do my refried beans next. Stick that on there. And then I do some taco meat on there. And then I take nacho cheese. So just put a little bit on top. That's it. And then on top of that, you put some lettuce, whatever you would like. We do lettuce. And then we'll do some salsa. And then we'll do some cheese. Some more cheese just to put on top. And then sour cream. And that's on top. And then you can put some little crunch on top by putting some corn tortillas. So this is our haystack. This is the easy way to stretch meals when you've got a whole lot of people to feed. You can also do like my girlfriend does a chicken, and it's kind of like a chili based thing, and it's the same type of thing. I know when we have leftover chili, we do the same thing with leftover chili sauce. So this is just a good way to stretch. You can do with chicken and gravy as well, anything, and then with rice and all the toppings, it stretches it out. So here is our, what's this called?
Haystack.
Haystacks. Okay, so